Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Cities, Skylines, Netherlands. In this episode, we're going to mess around with the most famous Dutch windmills and build a little community based around it. So heckin' excited. So let's dive in. We're using Jazz's windmill asset here, and the coolest part about this, through the power of PO, we can actually make this function, which is really heckin' cool. So at the end, you'll see the whole thing. Actually, it happens pretty quickly here, but like at the end, for like cinematics purpose, it looks so cool. I also want to mention tomorrow, in 2 days, when you're seeing this video, Wednesday, in 2 days is the big day. My first ever City Skylines 2 video. Again, a huge thank you to everybody who has supported the channel. Through your support, I'm able to get things like this, like early access to City Skylines 2. I appreciate it so heckin' much. So yeah, stay tuned for that this Friday. City Skylines 2, my first video. I don't know what theme it's going to be when I'm recording this, but on actual Wednesday, I will have known because there was a poll that ended on the Monday. So here I am sorting out the windmill, and you're going to see me pull up a page here. What am I doing? And yes, I need an ad blocker. No, I don't have an ad blocker. What I was doing there is I was looking to see which way it turns. So I could make sure that it was accurate so I didn't get absolutely obliterated in the comments for it rotating the wrong way. Glad we got that sorted, and we can move on with the episode here. But yeah, Cities 2 video comes out on Friday. Super excited. Also, apparently when you move that, when it's rotated and stuff like that, you got to keep the game paused. Otherwise, it just like breaks it. So like pause the game if you do this trick. And it's using the simple rotate module that's on the workshop for procedural objects. Move it and then press play. So just make sure it's paused. Otherwise, it'll get like super sussy and yeah, it'll break stuff, a lot of it. So I'm going to lay down the roads here as I try to figure out where this community is going to sort of sit, because I didn't really have an idea. In this episode, kind of similar to the Greenway episode, I just kind of had an idea, didn't really, like, I like going into these kind of raw, like, I don't like drawing out, like, you have to do this, you have to get this done. I kind of just let the episode form as I'm building. Sure, I go in with an idea, this idea being windmills, but, I kind of wanted to let it form and see what would come out of it. So I'm going to place this here, and this is going to be the pillar of the community. And this is inspired by this. Did I forget the name again and forget to write it down? Absolutely. But are you seeing it on screen? Yes. So this is where the inspiration came from. Ours is much different, but just showing you guys, the... kind of some of the cool things, man. I've been going around everywhere. Like, here's the thing. If you out there live in the Netherlands, have visited the Netherlands, like, basically, if you have hot photos of the Netherlands, can you just, like, DM them to me? Like, I don't care if we've never talked before. Just DM me hot photos of the Netherlands, to make me jealous. I'm obsessed with it, man. I think the country slaps so hard. I just love it, dude. I love the Netherlands so much. I cannot wait to heckin' visit in the future. So I'm gonna come in here and sort of, actually, what am I? Okay, messing around with a big building there. Okay, now here we go. Okay, okay, here we go. So we're gonna play some Dutch buildings here and try and figure out what the heck's going on, But yeah, those are row houses. Fun fact: that row house actually sits next door to the Anne Frank house in Amsterdam. I got it commissioned from Monticello. And then I placed this bigger one back here, which I believe I completely end up eating. It just felt a bit kind of out of place because I really want this building on the corner that's actually from the Netherlands to sort of stand on its own and be a focal point of sorts with that big steeple. Actually, there it is too. And then I thought, you know what? That was the Anne Frank house. And no, you didn't see anything because we're going to do that in a later episode. I want to do an episode dedicated to a Jewish quarter in here, Holocaust Memorial, and an Anne Frank house as well too. So that episode will be coming. We'll definitely do it in a Jewish quarter. I also had somebody mention about a red light district, and that's something that I'm 100% going to incorporate. Somebody mentioned about that building that we placed in episode 2 that's from Den Haag to do there's actually a red light district around it in actual Haag, and so that we could do the same. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's going to be the plan. There's some red light district assets that I could use to sort of capture the look and aesthetic of it. Although they don't actually like light up red, which you'd think would be like the whole point of it, but I don't know why the asset creator didn't have them light up red. I'm sure they had some reason for it, but just a very interesting choice. So I'm going to come in here, and I'm trying to make use of these buildings that have archways because I can use invisible paths to allow people to actually walk through them, which looks really, really heckin' cool. And we use a lot of invisible paths in this episode, so you'll kind of see how I lay them down and use them. And they add such amazing atmosphere to builds. I would highly, highly recommend that any of you out there play around with it. Invisible paths, they're super useful. I didn't get any feedback last episode, but again, let me know if anybody wants my Sky profile. Like, I can share my Dutch Sky profile or my Rural Canada A1 if you want. For like, if you want to see what I'm using, mods and assets and stuff like that. Let me know, man, because I'm like super down to share that stuff. That's yeah, no worries there. And I let this building. So funny enough, this building colored pink. And I unfortunately don't have a link to the building because it was in a Twitch chat. But a Twitch member by the name of Wobbly shared about this pink building in the Netherlands. I forgot which city it is, just that it's in the Netherlands. And that building colored pink, and I kind of love it. I kind of really love it. So we're going to keep that building here. And then I'm going to come in with the distort feature from procedural objects to make this building fit the corner much better there. That feature is a game changer for anybody doing like European, definitely Dutch cities, but like European in general where it's not gridded. Or I guess any city worldwide that's not gridded. That's such a useful feature. So like, oh man, that absolute game changer of a feature. So I'm still kind of winging it here, and I was trying to figure out, like, what am I going to do here? What's the layout going to be? What's the look that I'm going for? And the end result, again, oh my god, this is my favorite episode to date. Like, this is, I know we're only 4 episodes in. I'll have a different favorite, I'm sure, you know, a few episodes. But, yeah, this is my favorite build so far, and it's starting to make this build feel more complete by getting whole blocks done. And it comes back to that style that I talked about in the last episode of this new detailing style. At this point, I have no idea if anybody loves or hates it because I'm recording it on the eve of that episode coming out. So hopefully everybody loves it because as I talk about it in the live play, that's just how it's going to be. It works the absolute best for detail versus scale. Enough detail that I think the detailers will be happy, and enough, like it's fast enough that we can get actual progress done here, which is also just super cool. Like, we're making really good progress. I was super nervous about this series to put it out there, as I've said many times before, but we managed to get it together, and definitely that last episode was a game changer for me. It, like, pushed my passion for this project, and it was already super high, but my passion for this project now is through the freaking roof now that I've kind of got the detailing down, because I always wanted this to be like, yeah, it's one tile, but I want to see like the full picture sooner rather than later. And yeah, with Cities 2 on the horizon, don't expect this series to go anywhere. There's just like, you know, from what we've seen so far in City Skylines, and I have a video coming out, you know, in 2 days about it, but it's just not like I'm not gonna be doing the Netherlands. There's no bike infrastructure, right? There's just nothing that I can do. Like, unless Europe, you know what I should say is I should preface this, unless Europe won in the poll. If Europe won in the poll, then I'm gonna try and do a Dutch city without bike infrastructure for a video that comes out in 2 days. But I'm recording this commentary so early to get ahead of things that I don't know. But likely there's no Dutch city, and likely I'm just building a North American city for the video. But, you know, it won't look like this is the point that I'm trying to get across, right? It's not going to have this flavor to it until Jazz gets, you know, takes a break from his IRL job to make, you know, at least 100+ canal homes. Which, if any asset creators listen to this, 2 things. 1, I'm going to need every building from Vancouver, and then 2, I'm going to need every building from Alkmaar. I know it's a super light ask. It's super easy, I know, but just throwing it out there. You know, just planting the seeds with the asset creators out there. Nothing crazy, you know, just nothing, nothing too much. So coming in here and filling out this corner, trying to get this sort of set up here and go for a nice look to it. It's going to be the entrance to the city, so I want to do something cool. There's something that looks good for it. I don't know if like cool's the right word for it. I mean, at the end of this becomes like hella cool, this build. I'm really stoked with how it turns out. So we're going to mess with here and start to sort of create the buildings that sit in the back of the front buildings there. And this is kind of when an idea starts to form in my head, right? We've got the layout going. I kind of know what I want to do, but I'm still a bit like, you know, on the fence of like, what's gonna be the end product here? What's gonna happen? And it's as I start to put these buildings together, the picture starts to come into my head of this place in Amsterdam, which I know I had the conversation in the last episode, or not the last episode. Yeah, maybe the last episode, but no, the episode before that. No, it was the last episode. I don't know, episode 2, whatever one that is. The comments episode. About how, no, Amsterdam doesn't inspire me. It's the last city I take inspiration from, and that's still true. Like, if I was going to the Netherlands, I wouldn't be visiting Amsterdam. Like, you do it just to do it, but I would head straight to Utrecht or Alkmaar. But I digress. A church in Amsterdam, and so here I am dragging a church across, and so that's kind of, what is that helicopter doing? That's kind of where the inspiration came from. I was like, oh, you know what? I saw this. Yeah, this is super cool. Let's do this. And my God, I'm so glad I did. Now, I don't know that this is something that would be like in Alkmaar or, you know, Zwolle, or maybe in Utrecht, though. Maybe in Utrecht. But yeah, I don't know. It was super cool, and it does feel very Dutch to me. So, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm super happy with how it turned out. I think it fits in really well. And we finally got to use this building. I had kept moving that one building away with this little cool archway that we're building around now, like the gray roofs there, because I never knew what to do with it until just sort of dragging this stuff together. I was like, oh, yeah, this is how we're going to use this asset, because I wanted to find a home for it because it's from the Netherlands, but I just never found a spot that worked for it until now. So that's, you know, super cool that we found that out. And now I'm starting to realize, like, this is what it's going to look like, and this is the aesthetic that we were going for. And again, this just kind of came out of nowhere, where it's just like this build just kind of happened. And I'm so proud of it, man. I hope y'all enjoyed as much as I do, but I am stoked on this neighborhood. Like, I would absolutely love to live in this neighborhood if I lived in this city, which I still need to figure out a name. I gotta find a name for this city eventually. Soon it'll happen. So that's pretty much it for building placements. And now it's time to come in and do the best. The heckin' detailing. So I'm going to place down a bunch of these props because I imagine that there'd be a lot of people around, you know, the windmill. I imagine that it's not on all the time. So it's like a special occasion or an event or something is why they have it turned on. So I wanted, you know, to capture a decent amount of people just sort of around, watching it, hanging out, capturing the moment, right? And so we're using the beautiful standing Sims props by Sven Berlin that are just so damn good. Got a cool Albert Heijn there as well, too. I know we placed one fairly close, but it's a really cool asset, and Albert Heijn seem pretty common in the Netherlands. So why the heck not, right? And oh, look at the views. Oh, God, yeah, that's so good. Oh, man, yeah, see, the thing is, City Skylines 1 isn't going anywhere. Because, like, there's just, City Skylines 1 will forever be, no matter how good Cities 2 is, City Skylines 1, I'm telling you now, City Skylines 2 will not beat it for me. Like, City Skylines 1 is going to be my favorite game until the day I die. It's so good. So we're going to come in with bike infrastructure here. Wow. Bike racks. Racks and racks of bikes, and we just spam these down everywhere. Let me know if I'm going a bit overboard with the bikes, and if you say that I'm going overboard with the bikes, that's good. That's good. I really want to go overboard to just, like, you know, I want it to be a realistic project, yeah, but I want to be, like, emphasis on, like, because the biggest comment Dutch builders got, I was actually talking to Dutch City Skylines builder Agnes about this, is the most common comment that drives us crazy is, not enough bikes, where's the bikes, you need more bikes. And it's like, dude, it's very hard to, like, bikes are small, like, it's hard to capture them in a picture, you know? But they exist. I'm going heavy with them. Y'all get a video format now, so you can't say I'm not placing bikes. So I'm going to come in here, and all of this gets deleted, what I'm about to do here, because I forgot to add seat props. And it's super annoying to place them individually. You'd rather just place and then copy so much faster. So I'm doing all of this, right? Placing that, placing this, and it's all for nothing, because it's going to get destroyed. Because there's no seats. And if there's no seats, nobody can use it. And if nobody can use it, then I failed. So here it is. You know, we're just killing time as I place this stuff, and then eventually I'm going to realize that it was all wrong. So, I don't know. What do people talk about to kill time like this? Sports ball, yeah? Go sports ball team. Do the thing. Anyways, there's trees. Let's talk about trees. The nature really makes this thing pop. And again, I'm not going to be detailing the back lots just for the sake of this project. Heavy detail in areas where it matters. Back lots, not so much. So we're just going to place trees around to add foliage here. And man, the trees really, really complete the look. Like, they are so heckin' good. Oh, man. Honestly, it's crazy what trees can do. Like, look at that, eh? Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh my god, I'm in love with this build already. And then watch, I'm gonna get like absolutely flamed in the comments because of inaccuracies but you know what? I'm learning to just accept it. You know, sometimes me in the comments may disagree. Although again, I've said it before, but like the comments have been so kind, man, so supportive, so many amazing, kind, awesome people. I also need to get better at like plugging the Discord. Join the Discord. Get in there. Get in the Discord. We have a segment called Share Your Build on the live streams, but we also have a portion like channels dedicated to sharing your cities, and we even have a channel dedicated to lore where you can catalog your cities and share lore on it, and the people there are so supportive and kind and just awesome people. It doesn't matter how you play the game, vanilla, detailed, whatever. Join the Discord, share your stuff, man. I want to see it. There's no such thing as a bad or ugly city. If you're proud of your work, then hell yeah, that's all that matters. Because I often feel like sometimes we forget that this is still a video game at the end of the day. Like, we can use this to have urbanist discussions, but it's still just a video game at the end of the day. And if you're not having fun, what's the point, right? So here's my method for invincible pathways, coming in with those wooden pathways there, and then you convert them to invisible pathways, which is super cool because it allows people to walk around and maneuver through your area. It's absolutely crucial, especially in a series like this where we're going to have a heavy emphasis on bike and pedestrian only areas. These paths allow those to function. And still allowed it to be like brick, right? You could just put a pathway, but it's not going to look good, whereas this does because, well, it's invisible. And getting them through all the areas, right? That super small little alleyway there, like, that looks so cool when people start using it. And look at them already. They're already using it right away. I think this is the final thing that I do, so I'm going to pop off and let you all enjoy this, and I will be back very shortly for the time-lapse? No. Live play. Oh my god, I'm never gonna get that right. It's the live play. I'm gonna place a couple things here and some benches, so I'll leave you all with some cool heckin' tunes while I come in and finish up some cool detailing, bikes and stuff like that, and other things. Also, I've been leaving a little bit of segment of like music and vibes before hopping into the live play. Let me know if you like that or you just prefer me talking over literally everything, because I'm down for either, whatever it is. Oh, this is the moment where I realize it too, before I hop off for the live play. This is the moment where I realize it. So like, here I am just thinking like, oh my god, how could I be so silly? And then I destroy it all, come in here. This one actually has the seats. So I come in, drag that, and I'm going to spam that all over now, knowing that it functions. I'll catch you all in the live play portion shortly. Enjoy the vibes. Welcome to the live play portion of the episode. Just hanging out here, taking in the views down by the water. I am beyond stoked on this episode. I love the build. I think it came out heckin' amazing. I am literally just waiting for somebody to roast me about the windmill, because I feel like maybe, I mean, I took some inspiration from things I've seen in real life. So maybe I won't get like absolutely butchered for it. And I don't know, even if people are like, no, that's completely unrealistic, that shouldn't go there. I don't know that I'll change it. I don't know. I really like the look of it here. Like, it just, I don't know. To me, this looks so cool. But yeah, here it is. Here's what we built today. So yeah, came in, built up this area. I remember somebody mentioning too, they're like, I can't wait until you get to like the non-gridded, weird, you know, road stuff. You're going to have a lot of fun with it. It is interesting, but I'm making do. And that feature from PO that allows you to like bend to corners, without that feature would be a lot more annoying trying to make it work. But with that feature, that like game changer, that helps so much. So initially this idea started with like, we'll do a windmill and come out in here, but I didn't expect to do this. I expected to build around this building. Did not expect to build out, you know, this whole little community that's going to kind of be the entrance, right? Like as you come in to the area, like that's, man, and that's going to be your entrance coming in by boat. Like, oh God. Oh my God, I love the Netherlands so much. I love building Netherlands-style cities. I am going to be so sad doing City Skylines 2, not having any of these assets, no bikes, no bike infrastructure. Hey. Yeah, I love this. Come check out the Twitch. We're doing Dutch stuff over there because I feel like the closer I get to CS2, the more sad I get that I won't be able to craft beautiful Dutch cities in City Skylines 2 yet, of course. But my gosh, I am literally in love with the Netherlands. I love it so much. Got a cool Albert Heijn in the corner, bunch of tables, and seeing like got a lot of bikes as well too, you know, but seeing the people maneuver through here, right? Because it's fully functional with those invisible pathways that we did. So cool. And then using these seat props, they encourage people to come and interact in areas. So maybe people are going to interact because I think the church draws tourists anyways. But even if you have issues drawing people to certain areas, use the seats. Put invisible pathways. Use the seat markers for a bench or whatever. It crafts that realistic look of, you know, people walking around, right? There's somebody coming from the church. Oh, we got to adjust the height there. Just, you didn't see anything. But yeah, people like, look at this. People are walking. Somebody's taking their dog for a walk. Walking through this alley though, like that's a cool shot, eh? Look at that. That feels so Dutch to me. I love it. Again, maybe it's like less detailed than I'd normally go, but at this point I would have heard your feedback already. But at the time I'm recording this, or like when the video's out, I would have heard your feedback on like what you thought of my new detailing process for this, using these detailing packs to craft this realistic look. It's the way we're going to go. Like, again, I'm recording this on a Friday, many days before this episode comes out, so I don't know your feedback from the previous episode yet, so maybe y'all hate it. But like, I don't know, to me, I think this is absolutely the way to go, where it's enough detail for the detailers, but enough progress. Like, look at all the progress we're getting already, right? That block's done. This one's done. You know, next episode, we're either going to be working here or here. Like, we're getting tons of progress done. And honestly, I probably could have put, like, it was a little bit of emphasis around the church and figuring out what I was doing. I was kind of, like, figuring out what I was doing on the fly with this episode. I could probably get more done using these detailing packs. Like, I bet in one episode, also I got to get this sorted. I don't want helicopters flying around. I could probably get all of this done, you know? Where even... Oh, it's like police, yeah? Criminals in the city, okay. But I could probably get all of this spot done in one episode, eh? That would be a huge portion. I feel like I could do it. But I do like still taking my time to craft these little, like, areas like this, you know what I mean? Like, man, imagine grabbing coffee here. Look at the buildings, trees coming over. Like, oh my God, read a book here, grab coffee, whatever. Like, that is, oh yeah, that's the good stuff. And like, again, the view, even the view from like here now with these like, the steeples. You got your main church, smaller church here, and then this, and the functioning windmill. Oh my God, I love this project so much. I love this so much. This project's not going anywhere, by the way, when Cities 2 comes out. If you're seeing this video in 2 days, That's the what is it? The Friday. Cities Skylines 2 videos coming out. This series is not going anywhere when Cities 2 officially launches for everybody, so October 24th. We're still going to continue with this series. Rural Canada A is going to go on hiatus, and it might be restarted in Cities Skylines 2, but I can't do anything like this in from what we've seen so far in Cities Skylines 2, and there's no bike stuff. So even if I had these assets, I mean, I probably would do a Dutch City if I had these assets, but I can't do anything like this, right? And so this series isn't going anywhere. So if you're like, I prefer Cities Skylines 1 content over CS2 or whatever, don't worry, this isn't going anywhere. Rural Canada A will likely shift into CS2. But yeah, this one's not going anywhere. Normally I have a sheet out in front of me for thanking Patreon and Coffee subscribers, but I forgot to do that. So in the time lapse, I'm going to thank all of you because I forgot to. So yeah, here's the episode. Yeah, I kind of forgot to thank everybody in the time-lapse portion there. So, Coffee, Patreon, members, Disney Dude 1, Shane Turner, Fish Bob, Hey Guy Buddy, Braygard, William Epps, the Yed _, Anthropophagic, the Jonah, and Trevor Sabo. And Poplar Ponderosa. Wow, I'm, man. Thank you, everybody. Super stoked with this build. Let's come back to this shot, actually. This is cool. But I'm going to cut to cinematic footage now anyways, like soon. So, yeah. And so, oh my God. As always, remember, no matter what life throws at you, you matter. You are loved. You have a purpose. I'm a Canadian Moose, and I'll catch you all in the next episode. Happy building, eh?